Everybody just tell True Sports Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fitch, and I'm going to do the high school edition, New Jersey style of this show because we're almost to the start of all the tournaments in college. But I wanted to tell you about New Jersey high school basketball, which is really great. But the Super Bowl of public school basketball, the tournament is Linden Plainfield. That's the two best public school teams in the state. These stars will have something to say. If they can get around Hackensack, they're up there. Um, there's a couple teams in the South that are pretty good. Montgomery, I believe Montgomery is going to be playing the winner of Linden Plainfield. That's how I feel. That kid Lynn is spectacular. I believe he's going to will Montgomery through all the minefields in the South and Central, and they're going to see either Linden or Plainfield. I'm going to tell you, it's such a close matchup. Linden has a slight edge because they're home. Because if they were not home, Plainfield have a little bigger edge. Home court in Linden High School, there's none like it. It's the toughest home court in the state to win. Plainfield won in a buzzer beater this year because they're boys. But Linden is so hard. They've beat the great Bob Hurley St. Anthony teams. They beat, I know they beat Elizabeth a couple times. They beat a lot of good Plainfield teams. Woodfield was there. They beat Roselle Catholic when they were good a couple times. It's a very difficult place to play. And Linden getting the home field advantage was huge because Piscataway number one seed, big deal. You know Plainfield was going to discard them. But this is the game. And I'm going to tell you, I won't predict the win, but I'll tell you keys in this game. Keys for Plainfield, they got to get offensive rebounds, which is going to be difficult against Dang and Asante Jones in that front line. Because they didn't the last time and they lost by 3. They didn't need them. They didn't need offensive rebounds the first game. I watched that today. What they did do, and I'm going to bring up another point for Plainfield, they really pressured and they were able to do big damage, a lot of damage against Linden's guards. I was surprised because Barrett is good, and you know Jalen Holman's really good, and he gets you buckets. And they were able to kind of press them the first game. I wonder if that doesn't work this time, Plainfield could be in trouble. They like the half-court trap, which they didn't do. They backed off a little bit, but they ratcheted the press up and got turnovers. If they get turnovers and you get Micah Gordon and Devin Thomas in the backcourt and Kamaya Lowry, that's trouble. I'm going to tell you, the X factor for both teams is Rashad Williams. He's a power forward point guard. He's very good at throwing that backdoor cut pass where one of the guards cuts to the basket. And they ran that once against Linden. They're very good at that. But the real big X factor is Kamaya Lowry because he's been on fire from outside. I mean, he doesn't miss. He shot against Roselle Catholic. He shot a couple of off-balance threes that nailed it. He's played with confidence. Plainfield plays with confidence. They're coming into Linden very confident. The one thing that could give Plainfield a lot of trouble, these are keys for Linden winning, is the size. Dang being there, Dang blocking shots. If Asante Jones hits that foul line shot or maybe hit a couple foul line shots that he's good at, Plainfield's in trouble. If Linden does at home, this is tried and true, even going back to Phil, is they have a tendency from the third quarter to the end of the fourth quarter to the middle of the end of the fourth quarter. They have a tendency to ratchet up their defense. The crowd gets going. They get crazy. It's going to be a do or die home playoff game. And I believe Plainfield's going to have to figure out how to navigate through that really tough stretch where it's toward the end of the third, beginning of the fourth, where Linden's defense gets really tough. And they get really excited, and they try to trap you in the corner. They turn you over, and they can be extremely tough. And the one thing, if I'm Plainfield, I understand Holman and Dang and Asante Jones, but the guy who could end Plainfield's season is number 4. Jakari, I believe his name, Burnham. Hope I get his first name wrong. But that dude, he could catch fire, hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in a row. And all of a sudden, a 6-point deficit could turn into a 10-point lead. And he's good at those corner threes. Boom, boom, boom. Plainfield can't leave him open, not 1 second. Just like Linden can't leave Kamai Laurie open at all. This game is about paying attention to detail. They both play each other. They know each other. This is about the kids hustling and assigned basketball. You do what you do best. Plainfield does what they do best, offensive rebounds, get in transition, get Micah Gordon going where he drives the basket. He's about 6 feet, but it's a strong guard that gets to the foul line, that's able to get there. I wonder how the game's going to be reffed. I hope there's not a bad controversial call to end either season. I want to see whoever wins this game hit a game-winning bucket or something like that. Maybe it has to go to overtime, which is really exciting. This is do or die. Legacies. Plainfield wants to repeat. They're set up to possibly repeat. East Orange could be a pain. In the next game, you can navigate through this. You're probably going to see Montgomery again in a rematch. Or will Linden see Montgomery in a rematch? I really believe Montgomery's going to get there. I could be wrong. I just believe they're going to come out. I love Lynn. Lynn's a superstar. But the key for Linden is to box out, take care of the ball. If they're up 5 with 3 minutes left, make your free throws. Plainfield's going to be pressing like crazy. They got quickness, and they're good at it. Take care of the basketball, hit your free throw. Plainfield has missed free throws. They hit every single free throw in the semis against Elizabeth, and then against Rosa Catholic, it sunk them. Plainfield's got to hit at least 60% of their free throws if they have a chance to win. They can't just miss 2 here and 2 there in Linden. Not happen. You're going to get beat. And what adjustments do Gordon make or Rice? Because it could be Gordon versus Rice. What set plays they run that, all right? Can you get Micah Gordon, can he get his son the ball from 2 minutes on to the end of the game? Him scoring, making shots, or getting Richardson and Devin Thomas and Williams scoring, and most importantly, Larry. That guy is scary from outside. And maybe drive the basket, get him a 3 to clinch the game. For Linden, it's about Holman breaking the press. Holman and Barrett's got to be good because Dang and Jones and Burnham, they get to eat inside, and Burnham gets to get his looks outside. So this is a real close game. I can't wait to see it. This has been the game I wanted to see all year long. This is kind of my Super Bowl. If you got a ticket, you're going to enjoy the game. I'm going to try to get an interview after the game. So please enjoy this game.